Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters, from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else, and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Brad Maddox.
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
Episode of Ring Rust Radio, the best goddamn wrestling radio show on Spreaker, on the internet, in the whole goddamn universe, folks. I'm your host, the most, Donald Wood, looking fine and feeling fine, oh baby. Ooh. I'm looking fucking sweet. I call myself in the mirror right there. I'm looking good. Guys, Mike Chiari, Brandon Galvin, you're joining with me today. I'm very excited about that. BJ, this intro goes to you, man. 12 in a row. 12 in a row. Well, can you fucking believe it? 12 in a row, dude. It's one of the greatest runs I've ever seen.
What are you talking about?
12 in a row.
I thought it was 11.
It's 11.
Oh, no. What are you talking about? The Knicks? No, I'm talking about AEW Double or Nothing. 12 straight matches. Perfection, dude. That's what I'm talking about. What were you talking about? The Knicks? The who? I heard about it. I don't even know what that is. Guys, Double or Nothing changed my fucking life. Woo! My God, dude. I started coming in the pre-show, and it didn't stop until the next morning. It was like a slip and slide, dude. Yeah, I thought after 4 hours, you know what I did? I called her back in. I said, I'm not done. Mike here.
You did not watch this live, by the way.
I watched it yesterday and today.
There you go.
Monday and Tuesday, of course. Well, I was at the mountains, so I don't have service. I can't even watch, basic satellite channels from antennas.
I had to watch it pirately.
Hey, listen. They sailed the seven seas for a long time. They had a good lifestyle, dude. You know, sans the scurvy. But pirately sounds fine. Mike, life changed?
No, same as it ever was.
That's so very stupid. That Fat Hauser kid, who's like a famous actor who loved AEW wrestling, he called you a fucking dumb shit Mark. And he's right, dude.
Well, he fucking sucks. We've established that many times.
That's not true. He's very good.
He spoke about Mike.
He's very good. He spoke to Mike? He spoke about Mike.
Licking Tony Khan's taint about.
Here we go. He literally just said if you didn't like that show, you're kind of an asshole. And checking the data, he's correct.
I think he said if you
didn't
didn't like.
Checking the data?
I checked the data is what I meant.
What's the data?
What does that mean?
The data's on the board.
There is no data.
What?
On the board, it's full.
What board?
The data is in a few
spreadsheet.
days. Meltz is gonna make up with the pay-per-view buys.
Dude, when those numbers come out, I'm gonna be slipping and sliding again, dude. Holy shit!
He just says the same pay-per-view buys every single time. That's his data.
Oh, I don't care about the buys. I couldn't care less about any actual hard data. All I want is his completely subjective star ratings to base my opinions on.
Gotcha.
When do they come out? When can I expect them?
Isn't it usually within like a week?
It's Friday.
Okay, Friday. Okay, great. We'll have an emergency episode. BJ, we have a schedule still?
Emergency episode? A solo Donnie episode?
I'll come to a fucking Indie Wrestling Minutes. Indie Wrestling Minutes. I'll slide back in old school.
You're a fucking loser.
Come on, dude. I'll jump in here, dude.
Here
I'll do a YouTube special where it's just me airing grievances.
You're definitely not. I guarantee that does not happen.
Shit, dude.
Yeah,
you hardly put any work into this show. You're going to do another show?
Yeah, dude, I'm going to start my own podcast for the 15th anniversary.
Your own
Donnie's
podcast?
Gripes.
This is your own podcast.
It's not another one in spite of it.
It's literally your podcast.
It is. Well, you're right, it is. So shut up and tell the schedule. I've been saying it for days.
We're going to review WWE and AEW. We're going to preview the Clash in Italy. You got Dirt Sheet Busters and Mike Chiari bringing us the lies and rumors going on pro wrestling, tells you why they're dumb, like Donnie. You got the WWE Fantasy Standings update. Just so much more after that.
Yeah, that's kinda. Mike Chiari?
I'm just already so tired of today because we're gonna have to talk to this guy for hours and hours because we're recording other stuff. It just, I wish people could have heard that fucking nonsense he was saying before we even got on air. Like, it demoralizes you to want to go on.
People wonder why we're mad.
You remember when Bette Midler was the wind beneath your wings? I am the wind out of your sails. I am out of your sails, brother.
One of the best things you ever said. Guys, find us anywhere you get your podcast. Interact with us on Twitter at @RingRustRadio. Email us, be part of the show, ringrustradio@gmail.com. Buy our merchandise. So many great t-shirt designs, including Touch Your Dick at ProWrestlingTees.com/RingRustRadio. We got some new designs up there.
A bunch
George
of
Cruz
them.
and Daniel Hayden working in tandem. We got, I think, a TKO inspired one. We got a America inspired one.
The 15th anniversary, a Raw inspired one.
Yep.
So many things. Also, a pub one that looks very cool. Here's the thing. Do you wear shirts?
Or a pub?
A pub? Did I say pug?
It could have been either or.
My lips don't work like they used to. A pub, like a beer place, a beer garden kind of sign of our name. Here's the thing.
Next will be a pug.
Oh my God, dude.
They're adorable.
As we learned from the cinnamon shirts flying off the shelves right now, the fucking dogs sell. That is what happens, man.
I may have a new kitten. We could use the kitten in merchandising as well.
I am going to stand on business right now. Give me the name now.
I don't know yet because we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. We're taking it to the vet
Doesn't
tomorrow.
matter. It's Macho Man. Either way.
Macho Man the girl.
Doesn't matter. Macho Man the girl. Shut up. Doesn't matter. You get. I stand on business. Go ahead.
You just
Found
learned
her
that?
under a car in the rain.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would have died without us. We saved it, Donnie.
Oh, yeah.
We saved
Just
it.
like-
That's wonderful.
Just
Honestly,
like us to Donnie's Ring Rust Radio.
That sure would have died if we didn't show up.
That's it was just me laying in the gutter,
You're gonna
drunk.
hear? Yeah, you're gonna hear about that in our 15.
I just muttering like Pacquiao's got him in the fifth.
We rescued him
Pacquiao's
from
got him in
underneath
the
car
fifth.
that wouldn't start.
You're like, shut the fuck up. Pacquiao's gonna lose. I was like, who said that? It brought me back. My hatred of you brought me back to life.
Sports at patreon.com/ringrustradio. You can hear ad-free episodes, signed for fantasy drafts and brackets, make us watch wrestling-related movies and pay-per-views, and so much more. You can also check out Ring Rust Radio on YouTube for clips from Triple R Gaming. If you'd like to join in a gaming session, email ringrustradio@gmail.com. I hear there might be one of those soon.
Listen, it's actually coming back to life now because we got our first paycheck ever from it, and I can't believe it. It made money. You're not, and again, when I told you guys about doing this, I said I would make all the money until I deemed it worthy of you then getting paid. So you guys fucking suck at that dick, because I don't care. That's my money. I spent so much time and money so far for fucking nothing that this little drop in the bucket is just the beginning. Once it's at Empire, yeah, I will. You can feed from the teat, but until then, you get nothing. Feed from the teat. You heard what I fucking said. Not letting it go. Not letting this one paycheck go to my head at all. Go ahead.
Was it like $5?
It was not a lot at all. I told BJ after a $5 paycheck that when I'm ready, he can suck from my teeth. I've lost my mind, dude. Come on. And ringrustradio@gmail.com. Also, that's our new email. So for any reason you want to send us an email, you want to send us Smarks comments, please send it to @Gmail version of Ring Rust Radio. Please.
I don't think that's why we didn't get an email this week. I think it's because of the way you treat people.
Yeah, you suck.
I gotta tell you, it might be. It might be, dude. But let's go and talk some wrestling.
We're gonna put this all in order. From LW to Dark, we about to have a discussion about the one true sport. Who's selling the finish? Does this make sense in the art? Tell me who botched, who rocked, who's cashing in on the marks. These takes are uncut, man, they're pure and they're raw. Blow up like dynamite, have you smacked down on the floor. On a collision course with the number one source. Now let's head back to the ring for the latest report. Ring Rust.
I guess Saturday night's main event happened. Barely watched it, if I'm very honest. Clash in Italy. It's got a card. King of the Ring happening. Very interested in that. Double or Nothing. Was it the greatest? Unanimously, yes. So we have a lot to talk about. But again, before we get to all of the AEW and WWE madness, there were several deaths this week.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 3. Because I don't know who Jerry Gray is.
The only Jerry Gray I know used to be the Bills' defensive coordinator, and he sucked.
Well, hopefully that's not Golden Boy Jerry Gray. BJ,
No,
you
I don't
added
think
this.
so.
Who is this?
I saw it on Ringside News, and so I just figured I'd help you out.
Oh, okay. Did you know anything about him? Is this linked direct to his site?
Yeah, that's why hyperlinks are there.
Okay, well, I don't
Jerry
know.
Gray, the former defensive coordinator, is still alive. He's a defensive backs coach for the 49ers. We're good.
Oh, okay. This dude looks like every guy from every enhancement talent from 1979.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
draft,
He really
though.
does.
Great
And
draft.
I mean, I'm not the
Shittiest
great.
fucking
Good pick.
AI photo for the main pick here.
Dude, he's got wings, brother.
How come every AI thing has the same
Glare.
font for
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah, well, because that's the style of the day. That's very sad that he passed away from cancer,
R.I.P.
and that is very, very sad.
R.I.P.
He was a 88, Mike, and then he ran all the way to 2006.
God, what a career.
Wow. Yeah, that's okay. Hey, you know what? Good career, long life there. He was in his 60s. Very
That's not
sad. He
that
was so
long,
young.
really.
No. Yeah, it was very sad. I was younger than I thought it was. I thought I said 80, but it said 60. That's not good. Very sad. Another one. And this is not a joke, I swear to God. A 56-year-old Mexican wrestler named Piloto Suicida, so the suicide pilot, right?
Okay.
Died from
Hopefully not in a plane crash.
died from a fall from the top rope.
Out of a plane.
On the top rope.
From the top rope, yep. I just feel like it's a little bit
And he
ironic
wants to
that
be my suicide pilot.
Pilato Suicida died after a fall from the top rope is literally what the headline said. And
Why are you
I almost thought it was a
Pilato?
joke.
R.I.P.
So R.I.P. to that. You know, going out the way he wanted to, though, right?
I would argue probably not.
I don't know. His name is Suicide Pilot, so dying in a top rope move seems like a fucking kind of the thing.
Self-fulfilling prophecy, maybe?
Maybe. And 24/7 WWE champion Kyle Busch died.
Dude.
And I'm going to use this platform instead of talking about
man.
Kyle Busch's run as a 24/7 champion to instead say, I had pneumonia and you fuckers wished death on me. I was pretty close.
We didn't
I was
wish it,
fucking
it just was-
close.
Whatever happened, yeah.
No, you were definitely you were rooting actively for the pneumonia. I have the
You
receipts.
do that when we get sick. So
That's
go
not
fuck
true.
yourself. Yes,
Not
it is.
true.
You literally
Not true.
text
Not
us.
Not
You
true. I
literally
definitely
say-
don't root for fucking.
Or
You
anytime
literally
it's our
say,
birthday,
Yeah,
days
hope you
later
die.
he'll text us, like, you're closer to death. Because he won't text us on our birthday, but days later he'll say, you're closer to death, it was your birthday days ago.
Hope
Yep.
you're dead.
Hope he dies soon. No, it's not hope he dies. It's never hope he dies soon. It's just like you are closer to dying.
I've read a hope in there before.
There's definitely been hope.
A glimmer of hope.
It's like
Oh,
on
I
our
see.
birthdays, you're making a wish that we die.
Hey, I can use my time as I choose, as I see fit. But it's very sad about Kyle Busch because he was
Kyle
really
Busch thing is
41.
Insane.
That's
41
insane
years
that
old.
happened.
He's, absolutely one of the greatest NASCAR drivers of all time. Honestly, probably my top 10 favorite NASCAR drivers. Like, I like that he was just, a fucking punk a lot of the time and just did what he wanted. Because you don't really get that in NASCAR anymore. He was, like,
Nope.
one of the last of his kind. And
He was
it's
like
just
a whiny bitch version of Dale Earnhardt Sr.
sure, that's a horrible.
Honestly,
thing to say,
that's
but-
totally true about what it is. I
Really?
like him too. He was good for what he was.
What does that mean?
Because he was a twerp, and I never could
I mean,
fully support him because
Two-time
he truly was a
champion,
twerp.
like 60 wins, like the most wins across the top 3 series ever. He's one of the greatest NASCAR drivers of all time.
Yeah,
and to just
100%.
die like that, that's one of the most shocking just deaths in general in quite some time, I feel
It's,
like.
it's Bray Wyatt level.
That's
to me.
Bray Wyatt.
Right,
Mhm,
exactly.
definitely.
It's like
crazy.
not a Kobe level is a different level, but it's in
Yeah.
that same
Health,
kind of conversation.
health-wise. Health-wise, it's much scarier. You know, with Kobe,
Well,
you're
it's
like,
just
I'm not going to take a helicopter anymore.
Couple
With
weeks
this
ago,
one, it's like, fuck,
couple
I
weeks
had
ago,
that.
Kyle Busch was racing, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm sick. I need to see a doctor afterwards." And then like, okay, you think everything's fine. A couple weeks later, all of a sudden, he's down.
Did you see his
and, like,
comments after Texas or whatever it was? He said, hey, you never won. He won the race, and he's like, hey, you never know when this could be your last.
Your last one, yeah.
It's like, fucking, oh my god, dude.
But yeah, pneumonia is serious shit though. Like especially like, and I think that kind of is like he was his own worst enemy in a way, and like wanting to push through it because that's what an athlete does. But obviously that was ultimately not the right decision. But
yeah, 100%.
It just sucks. But I'm going to NASCAR race in a couple weeks.
Me too.
And he's
They're
not
gonna have
there.
a bunch of shit.
So,
They're gonna have a bunch of event. The Pocono race, and the races. Where you going? Michigan?
Michigan, yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be fucking cowboy shit everywhere. Sad, but it's and honestly, seeing 41 years old and being 38, I'm like, holy fuck, that's like right there. And I just had that shit. Like that's not. Maybe I should have gone to the doctor.
The good thing is, you don't put in any effort really in life, so you
That's
couldn't
not true.
you
That's
couldn't
not true.
overexert to die. So
I have pants on right now. I
It
could
saved
be
you.
naked. So
What?
effort right there.
And were you at like fucking MRSA?
I had MSSA
Sorry.
and MRSA.
because he
So
was
honestly,
also, right?
I had with my right knee surgery, that was sepsis. That's why I had to have that emergency surgery. That's why I was so fucked up. Because it will, and it does, and that's what they said. They're like, this gets to your blood, and you're dead.
That's crazy.
And that's exactly what happened to this dude. And honestly, that's so fucking scary how quickly that can happen. Because they're like, oh, he's not going to race Sunday. Oh, also he's dead. You're like, wait, what?
That's the crazy thing. They're like, yeah, he's not gonna be able to race. He's in the hospital, and then literally hours later,
Yeah.
just out of
That is
nowhere.
Crazy. And it's crazy to remember that he was actually in WWE and a 24/7 champion at one point.
And I know he was a guest host of Raw during that
Yep.
weird guest host period too.
I honestly forgot that he was 24/7 champ.
I had
We all
forgotten
did.
about it, then I
We
saw
all
the
did.
clip. I was like, oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Once I saw it, I was like, yeah, okay. But
Once I saw the clip, I was like, gotta
wait,
remember
what?
that.
Because
Gotta
I
remember
saw it
that.
on Ringside News, and like they had an article. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, oh
Big
yeah, that is
NASCAR
right.
crossover there with Ringside News. And also Logan Paul's triceps is RIP as well.
The Vision is a cursed stable.
Seriously,
Although
just
I will say
Everybody
this,
gets hurt.
Bronson
I
Reed
think
looks
Bronson
fucking
Reed's, like, getting
stacked.
close to coming back,
he
and then they
keeps
got another guy
posting.
down.
Yeah, he looks stacked too, man. That's
He does.
fucking. How do you? Let me know how you do it, bro.
I mean,
Because that's crazy.
well,
Oh
he
my
actually
God.
works.
I work. All right, let's take it from the top, folks. AEW, Double or Nothing. I'm not. No, we're starting with the
Top of
best
Saturday
shit.
Night's main event.
Nope.
That's the first time that happened.
I don't care. It wasn't good, and it wasn't. It doesn't compare.
was-
You know what? You're
it
right.
was good.
You know what? Let's do Double. Let's do your dumb shit. Let's do your dumb shit Saturday Night's main event because it'll be quick because it ain't nothing, dude. This is gonna be quicker than Saul Ruka and Becky Lynch. You got me? Favorite match, favorite moment, overall grade, Michael. We had 5 matches. We had,
Model.
I would call this event.
Her?
You would
You
call
didn't
Super-
watch it.
So I did watch 2 matches from this, so fuck you.
Which ones?
Penta and Ethan Page in the main event.
Okay,
Okay.
well, you saw the best match.
Yeah, those are the best matches.
Actually, I like the opener was pretty fun.
I didn't see it, but I'll say this to you:
Yeah, you
I
can
hate
say
it.
Honestly, the opener.
I'm Mike. I'm being Mike. That's my Mike impression.
I liked the opener. I thought it was good.
How could I watched AEW? Sorry,
That's my Mike impression. You're having fun.
it was really dumb. The opener, Donnie. If you were like an old school Saturday Night's main event, 1980s kind of guy, you would have liked it because that's the match that reminded me of that. Because like the main thing that Saturday Night's main event always was like, yeah, there were title matches sometimes, but it was always like Hogan and his buddy against whoever he was feuding with, and that guy's buddy, and then the heels would beat Hogan and his buddy. And then
Unlikely
you build,
bedfellows.
right? And then
Yeah, a lot
you
of
build
that.
to the match Hogan against the heel, and inevitably Hogan would win. That's what happened here. Like it was Rhea and her friends against Jade and hers, and Jade gets the pin on Rhea to set up the championship match at Clash in Italy, and then we'll get to it, but I think Rhea's gonna win. So that was very old school Saturday Night's main event like.
Yeah, I listen. Did not watch. Admittedly, was running out of time. I was watching Wrestling Society X instead.
Yeah.
But
Turn
with
that
that
turn this radio here right now.
great plug. With that said, though, that does intrigue me. I will actively go back and watch this.
But yeah, it was a good match. I thought Penta and Ethan Page was a very good match, and
That was fun.
And I thought the main event was a good one also. Great. I'm happy to see the Street Profits in these types of matches again. It was way too long that they were gone. My favorite match was Penta and Ethan Page, though. I just, I think Ethan Page is just like, he's the kind of heel that I like. He's not, he works a methodical style, but he relies more on, telling a story, doing the little heel tactics, taking the turnbuckle cover off, all that kind of stuff. Like, that's the stuff that I enjoy. It obviously comes back to backfire against him, and Penta ends up winning the match, but I thought that he still came out of that match looking good. And then, the main event, actually my favorite moment was from the main event. It was getting down to the nitty-gritty in that match where Logan gets taken out, and we find out that's where he tore his tricep, I'm pretty sure. And the Street Profits are kind of kicking it into overdrive. They've got Theory. They get the frog splash. You think it's... I thought it was over there. It's... You watch wrestling long enough, you're like, all right, this is building up to the crescendo. They're hitting their finisher. There's nobody there to make the save. This is it. They're going to win the championships. And then Paul Heyman manages to grab his leg and put Theory's leg on the ropes, and the Vision wins the match. My favorite moment was like that build-up, and then Heyman with the heel tactic putting the foot on the ropes. I thought that was really well done, because I think everybody in the arena basically was biting on that. And actually, the crowd for the show was very good. I don't think Fort Wayne, Indiana gets shows ever, so they were pretty hyped to have a show.
People shit on people shit on the Midwest, like Iowa and shit like that, and rightfully so, because most of that area fucking is flat and blows. But Indiana, Indianapolis, those fucking people get rowdy.
Actually, when I was thinking about that, Mike, I was like, wow, you don't ever get a show. Yeah, Saturday's main event, and like this was the card that you got. Kind of felt bad.
Yeah, and here's the thing about this card is, it's a week before a pay-per-view, so the timing of it just totally, like, you weren't going to have a world title match on this card, so the timing of it is what I think held it back, but I still thought it was a good show. I still thought, there's at least 3 really good matches on the show. I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. I largely enjoyed it though.
BJ?
Good show. Penta and Ethan Page is my favorite match of the night. Penta just winning. I'm very happy that he's going to continue as IC champion. I do wonder how much longer they're going to keep him with the championship, but I love Penta. We love Penta, so awesome to see him continue to carry gold. It's a fine show, but it's a 5 out of 10.
My favorite match is Penta and Ethan Page. My favorite moment is Nia Jax being angry as fuck for the dumb shit that followed, and she was correct. I didn't even watch the whole match. I watched enough to know that Nia Jax was justified in her faces. And my overall grade, I honestly think 4 out of 10 is like gracious here. Like, it's not even ironic. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually going to go lower here and make sure that everyone knows it's a 2 out of 10. This was
the matches that you saw.
It was offensive. I'll say that. So let's go to Clash.
Completely inoffensive is what it was, actually.
Clash.
It's actually like the problem.
Clash in Italy confirmed card. Here we go. When is this happening? It's happening this weekend. So we're getting our D'Lo Brown heads out.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Cracking your necks, popping your sternum, pop, pop, pop.
2 p.m. Eastern, we like that.
I like that a lot. You like that? Yes.
I like early day things. That's why people in California get in sports and like the late games start at 7. Mm-hmm. Like, man, that's nice.
Must be nice.
Imagine like waking up, eating breakfast, and the NFL is on.
I do every time we're in London.
Strange, yeah.
Every time we're in London, brother.
The London games, but it's only like a few times.
Can I be honest? It's too early. I got some shit to knock out. 1 o'clock is like perfect. 1 o'clock is they got it. They need to stop being on all the different days. They're gonna fucking prostitute this too much. But Sundays, I know where I'm at.
Too late. They're gonna make all the money they could possibly make.
I know. We're milking it, baby. This cow is like, I don't know if there's any left in it. They're like, get the machine. Cody Rhodes and Gunther. Mike, who you got? How's it shake out?
So they pretty much announced that this match is opening the show, which I don't mind, because obviously Roman and Jacob Fatu is going to be the main event. Mm-hmm. As much as I would love for Gunther to fucking win this, because, I think we're all kind of over Cody's title reign at this point, I just can't really envision a scenario where it would happen, especially this close to SummerSlam. I don't feel like they're going to take the title off of Cody until at least then, and probably not even then. I feel like this is going to be one of those matches where Gunther pretty much dominates, because if you're going to have Gunther lose this match, you've got to protect him in some way, so I think he's going to carry the vast majority of the offense. I think he's going to chop the shit out of Cody. And we're probably going to get one of those kind of finishes where, Gunther has him locked into the sleeper, and you think maybe he could do it, and then Cody kind of like reverses the momentum and pins Gunther's shoulders down.
Oh, the bridge.
And
You got to do the bridge. The bridge over, and he's got the choke in, but you're bridged over. His shoulders are pinned 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I feel like that's the kind of finish we're going to get, where Gunther looks great and he dominates, but Cody kind of like slips out there and gets the win. I've been trying to think of a way to link up this match with the Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar match too, to maybe get to Gunther versus Brock.
I got it for you. I'll get there if you want me to do it for you.
So like an alternate thought I had was like maybe,
okay, he's got it.
Maybe Paul Heyman. An alternate thought I had was that maybe Paul Heyman like tries to get involved and he accidentally costs Gunther, and then Gunther ends up fucking up Brock later in the night, which I wouldn't mind. And if that can get us to that match at SummerSlam, I'd be all for that.
No, dumb as shit. Terrible way of just getting to something I was ever going to get to. You should have let me handle this. What's going to happen is Gunther beats Cody Rhodes outright. The PPP ain't going to work.
So that's already dumb because we know that's not going to happen.
PPP ain't going to work this time. Cody Rhodes going to take some time off, hit the fucking road, jackass. You got another title run, and now by losing it, you'll be able to win it again. You get what you want. Gunther wins the title. He says, okay, Paul Heyman, I'm calling in my favor. He says, oh, it's got to be for the title. So it's title versus career. Gunther retires Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. That's how you get there. Then Cody Rhodes takes the title back from Gunther at a later date. I'm not sure. I can't predict that far. The ball doesn't go that deep. BJ?
That's what she said.
You're not supposed to put the balls in, dude. Do you think you're supposed to put their balls in? Are you sitting there, you're like, hold on,
I
baby.
don't think you understand what's happening. Anyways.
That explains a lot for me.
You're sitting there jamming the balls in, too. You're like, it really hurts.
Gunther should win the championship. Gunther should win a championship because Cody as champion on SmackDown has not been working very well. Show has not been that great.
It's fucking doo-doo. Let's call it how it is. Doo-doo.
We definitely need a change. He probably shouldn't even have won the championship months ago anyways. So he got his little reign. Randy Orton hasn't come back yet. I don't know what's going on with him. That could be something. But I think Gunther, at the very least, that maybe this guy gets just called off this match, and then we have a rematch at Night of Champions. God. It's just a shame that Cody's probably just going to win now.
Cody's definitely just going to win.
Like, it just sucks.
I broke it down already. I told you what's going to happen. You don't listen, but it's fine.
I hadn't really thought about Randy, but maybe Randy comes back after the match and punts him again. Be alright with that.
That'd be great.
Punts him to help Gunther win?
No, Gunther's not winning, brother.
I'm telling you, Gunther's winning. That's how he's going to get to Brock Lesnar. It's going to be title versus career.
You don't need the title for Gunther.
Title versus career. That's how you get. Brock does. Fuck. What is Brock's incentive for putting his career on the line?
What's his incentive?
Yeah. If it's the championship, I know it's clearly the championship versus career. There you go. There's your incentive. It makes it look like a huge fucking deal. That's why I would do it.
Gunther fucks him up. That's was his incentive. Okay. There you go.
A championship. He's a prize fighter, buddy. I whatever. It's fine. You know, it's fine. I'm not even going to argue.
Every match is a prize for him. He makes a lot of money.
You ain't wrong about that, dude. I don't know if he's got Ring Rust Radio gaming money, though. You know what I mean? He can suckle on this too, dude. Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill. Mike, you already kind of yelled that you think Rhea wins.
Yeah, I didn't yell. I spoke in a normal tone.
It was kind of a yell.
No,
it was pompous.
I do think,
very pompous.
I do think Rhea wins. I mean, she just won the championship at WrestleMania. I don't think there would be much of a point in putting it right back on Jade. And I think you can kind of protect Jade because you're going to have interference galore here because you've had Michin and B-Fab interfering and shit. You've got Charlotte and Alexa kind of aligned with Rhea. So I think it's just going to be kind of a chaotic thing. And Rhea comes out of it beating Jade.
DJ?
Jade just won a Saturday Night's main event, so Rhea's going to win here.
Also true.
Yeah, per
the Hulk Hogan
Mike's,
booking
per Mike's own philosophy,
yeah.
We're going to run with that. Because sometimes true old school booking works. And we have Romeo Reigns versus Jacob Fatu.
Tribal Combat. That'll be the main event.
And Roman Reigns.
Listed third on the wiki for whatever reason.
That's what it is. I'm just going down the list. I thought Peter would correct. He did not. He chose nothing. He chose to do nothing. Roman Reigns defends successfully.
Let me click on this shit. See how big it gets.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I'm afraid to click on it, dude, because it takes up the whole screen. I don't know how to get out of it.
And
then I'm like thrown off.
There's an X, buddy. There's an X you go to.
Yeah, but it's so small comparatively, dude, to the other ones in the words.
Yeah, I bet you heard that a lot.
Roman Reigns wins. Leave my dong alone. Leave him out of this.
Roman
He's suffering
Reigns
enough.
wins. Enjoying the feud. I enjoyed the segment on Raw. I just can't see him losing. He just won the championship at WrestleMania. I think it's gonna be an awesome match. I'm excited to see how they keep Jacob Fatu strong. We're just gonna continue to do the same thing we did at Backlash. What's gonna happen here? The Usos actually turn? What's going on?
Roman's winning, but Roman absolutely is getting killed after this match because he's going to be off TV for like a month as far as we know, because he's not advertised until after Night of Champions. So I guess Jacob beats him up again, or does maybe somebody else do it, and that lines up his next feud if you want to end it right here.
Who would it be? Name names.
Yeah, who could that be? And then maybe like Jacob saves him.
Bronson Reed, if he comes back.
I don't think that has the grandiosity that I expected.
Braun would be cool.
Braun Breaker, sure.
Yep.
Braun Strowman?
No.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
No, that's stupid.
Did you see the NTM insurance commercial, free plugs, featuring Rowan?
Sponsor us.
Featuring Rowan from WWE and
Eric Rowan?
Eric Rowan is not in WWE.
Former WWE megastar.
Maybe just the Vision as a whole beats up Roman and Jacob.
I kind of hate the Vision.
I really don't like going back to
I kind of hate, and Logan Paul's
if it's
hurt.
Going to be Braun Breaker, then the Vision's going to be involved in this.
I don't.
Just a shame. Because we did see it, but they might want to just save Roman and Braun for like a down the road kind of thing.
Someone's beating him up. Someone's beating his ass after the match.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch and
LA
Saul
Knight?
Rook.
No,
they hate
he's
him.
going to be in King of the Ring, so I don't think they do that.
Becky Lynch and Saul Ruka, since we didn't get it before, here we go.
Well, we did get it, but it was a DQ finish.
No, I saw what it was. It wasn't a real match. It was 2 minutes long, so shut up.
Yeah, it was a setup for a bigger match.
Yeah, I understand. So we didn't get it. Now we're getting it here.
We did get it.
What did I not say?
It's a DQ, though.
Oh, my God, dude.
The match happened.
Barely. I don't even count that as a match. That dud. Did not rate.
Did you count Darby Allin and MJF as a match?
Yeah.
Question?
Yeah.
Yeah. No disqualification. That was a finish.
No, I'm talking
clean finish.
Okay, yeah.
And also Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Surprise! Brock Lesnar's back.
Becky wins. So Ruka
I think Becky wins.
Not doing it so far on the main roster.
I think the setup at Saturday Night's main event was fine with Becky kind of like getting out of it by cheating, and I can't see Soul. It doesn't feel like the right time to have her win the title because she hasn't even gotten a win yet on the main roster.
Can't even hit her finisher move sometimes.
So I feel like Becky cheats, she holds the ropes, something classic like that, and so Soul still has a stake to an eventual title match again, but Becky keeps it for now.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, Sol Ruka, not really doing it for me. Didn't watch a lot of NXT. So
is it because you found out her nationality?
Dude.
What is she, German or something?
No.
What is she? What
is
she Mexican? Like what how are you calling me a monster? Actually, I'm actually genuinely unclear.
To be fair, I misspoke. Not nationality, race.
She's a white lady. I hate the
No,
whites.
she's
You're
not
right,
white.
I hate the whites.
She's a half-white lady.
This is a bad conversation to have.
Yeah, seriously, half. Okay, whatever. I don't care.
Anyways, but so
honestly, interracial kids are usually the cutest, if we're very honest.
Great.
They are. They come out cuter. You know what I mean? They're just cuter per capita. I don't know. I don't make that up.
Soul's been on the main roster for like 2 weeks, by the way. So
yeah, and like I said, but people
working or it is working.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's not working. I said not doing it for me.
Yeah.
I said it's not doing it for me, right? Because I didn't know her from Adam, so I come in there listening. People are like, dude, the hype, like she's awesome. You're gonna love her. She does these cool moves. She's kind of a spot monkey. We jumping. I'm like, okay, that's cool, right? But honestly,
well, that's been true.
But like, it's not really though. Like it's not doing it for me.
Because she messed up.
I'll give her more time, but I'm just saying, I'm giving her more time. It's not doing anything for me so far. So, nothing to me.
Okay. Well, she's doing the same shit she did in NXT that everybody loves, so we'll see. Yeah. I'm sure over more time.
Yeah, not a bunch of marks in NXT, huh? And Brock Lesnar back. Didn't expect it here.
That was shocking.
Yeah, I did not expect it here.
I did not expect that at all. That was an amazing moment.
I didn't expect a rematch to happen between these guys.
So I think Brock's going to win then.
I do too, unless something happens with the scenario I said before with Gunther doing something. But my pick, I guess, is Brock to beat Obafemi, which I'm not super thrilled with. Because then I understand if that happens and you'll go to a trilogy and then Obafemi will win that, but I don't know. I didn't feel like that was a necessary thing to do. I get it from the perspective of Brock versus Obafemi is a huge fucking match, and if WWE has the opportunity to book that match, they're booking it, and they think they're going to draw with it. And I assume this match will be more than, 4 or 5 minutes or whatever it was at WrestleMania, so you're going to get to see more what these guys can do against each other. But with all that said, you had that dominant win for Obafemi, and I just don't feel great about him then losing and evening up like that.
I will say this. Remember my fear? My fear was always that they were going to do something weird and not do what they did at WrestleMania. And I'm not saying this undoes any of that, because that moment is incredible and it will live on. That's awesome. But I do just feel like Brock Lesnar is probably just going to win here. And I feel like it's just I don't know. Some of the goodwill that I felt before is kind of gone.
I just don't know how you could have Brock lose unless there's some kind of interference that sets up something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because
if you do that, that'd be fine.
Then who the fuck cares if he goes and faces Gunther in a retirement match? He's just gonna lose again.
Yeah,
well, still a retirement match, but I don't want Brock to win here. I think Oba should win, especially because that's the guy that you're propelling and putting on the. He's gonna be a champion probably within the next year.
It just doesn't go with what I think's what we've seen happen a bunch of times in the past. You know what I mean?
I agree. I think if the odds-on favorite here is Brock, I want Oba to win because I just don't see how this helps him in any way just to go have a rematch and lose to Brock. I understand maybe we're going to get a trilogy, which isn't guaranteed, but at that point, I don't know. I just feel like the WrestleMania match was such an awesome moment. I don't think it undoes it, but for him to lose would unless Brock does something where he cheats. How about this? If Brock screws him over somehow, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. It can't be just a clean win with Brock. I think that's my concern. If he just out muscles him and just proves to be the better man on that day, I think it does damage my casual fan view of Obafemi a tiny little bit.
My thing with this is people are always oh, somebody gets called up and they just gotta win every fucking match. For most people, don't need that, but I feel like Obafemi is the kind of character where he does need that.
100% agree.
For me, Obafemi should be a guy who does not lose at all leading up to him winning the championship, like a Goldberg type of arc.
He should lose 8 times in 10 years, if I'm very honest.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
that's what you did in NXT.
Well, and
yeah.
I watched the thing. Hold on, real quick. I watched the thing about Andre, right? And it was he lost 8 matches total in a 10-year period or 8 years. Right? That's why I kind of came up with that number.
Smart.
But it was, and I know this territory is just different. The thing is, every loss that he had in those moments was so monumental, right? And it's when you do get to see it, it means so much more. So I don't want one of those losses to come to Brock Lesnar here, to be honest with you. He just.
I mean, Oba's only been on the main roster for 4 or 5 months.
I know, so but his career-defining moment thus far is negated at least in some form or fashion by.
Right, like I said, I think that he should be unblemished going into having that first championship match, and I don't know. I just feel like this would be damage it a little bit.
But I also think it's important is so I really enjoyed what they did on Raw. I liked that they last week. I've always said this. Hey, Brock's not gonna be here next week. We'll have a fucking backstage promo that he cuts, and he did that. I thought that was a really good spot from him. The stuff with Oba and Paul was great. And I love Oba saying, "Oh, Brock says that the beast is awoken now. Well, what the fuck do you think happened to me when he F5s me 4 times? So now from this match, I want to see Obafemi do even more to Brock than what he did at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's got to be a finishers unlimited kind of thing.
Yeah, because that match left me a great match, but I was actually wanting a little bit more from that. So I'm hoping that this now is like the evolution of that, and Obafemi now unleashes another side of him that we haven't seen on the main roster.
Little shit does it for me in wrestling, like we talk about all the time. You talk about taking the turnbuckle cover off. Shit like that pops me. When you had Obafemi out there and Paul Heyman's there, he's got his eyes on Paul and also looks behind him when he's doing his little bit. Cause he's like, I'm not getting fucking blindsided again. You ain't gonna trick me fucking twice. Little shit. Don't make your characters look dumb. Make them look intelligent. And people fucking, they see that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
I think this is a very, very strong card, though. So I'm looking forward to this show.
I mean, yeah, every match should be quality, I would think.
Yeah. What day is it? Is it on a Saturday?
Sunday.
I'll see it at Monday. See, I was going to say, maybe I'll catch it during the day, but nah.
It is during the day.
Literally during the day.
Yeah, but I'll work a day. You know what I mean?
I don't know what that meant.
Come on. King of the Ring tournament. LA Knight puts his name as the first in the hat for it. I kind of thought Obafemi would be. Sorry, I just tried.
My concern with the Obafemi thing now, though, is like, because Obafemi to me is like the most slam dunk, be in the King of the Ring, win the King of the Ring.
I don't think
he's the ruler, and he's the King
ruler.
of the Ring, and all that shit. But if he loses to Brock, then maybe they just do the fucking third match of the trilogy at Night of Champions. Because that's going to be Saudi Arabia, so I think Brock's going to want that payday.
Yep.
Yeah. Right? In one respect, I get it where, like, if your plan was not to pull the trigger already on Obafemi winning the title at SummerSlam, then you wouldn't want him in King of the Ring. Like, I would. Then you probably want to wait till Rumble. So I guess I do understand it in that respect, but it did feel like such like a easy thing to have him win King of the Ring and then win the title. But that'd be
here's the thing, you can always do it next year too. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, to me
no
right now, if he's not going to be in King of the Ring, he's the far and away nobody even in his stratosphere favorite for Royal Rumble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's definitely the early favorite.
And I almost feel like I'd rather have that than the King of the Ring, but
yeah, 100%. Royal Rumble wins a bigger moment because it creates the WrestleMania moment again.
Yeah, that's true.
And I will say this to you: you can have multiple favorites. I'm positive of it.
Who would you want to win King of the Ring if Oba's not in it?
So,
LA Knight needs something so fucking desperately, and I love him so very much, and it's such a shame. A Knight like the King gimmick would be fucking awesome. He could make it work. So
I guess we got to consider like who would Cody's opponent be and who would Roman's opponent be at SummerSlam.
King Devitt.
King Devitt? Who the fuck's that?
Finn Balor.
I've heard rumors.
Would be pretty cool. Braun Breaker could be cool. I mean, Seth Rollins is an option always.
Harley Race.
Yep.
Harley Race.
R.I.P.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, just throwing it out there.
I think with no Oba, there's not an obvious pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think there's, again, maybe, WWE could use this platform to build a superstar on the brink of becoming something into something better. Maybe Carmelo Hayes. You know what I mean? Let's give it to somebody who fucking is really good, doesn't have shit to do, and this becomes the impetus of the fucking success he's having in the future.
I feel like they might do Punk and Cody, but I don't think Punk would win King of the Ring because they were teasing Punk and Cody. So then that would make me think whoever wins maybe would be the Roman opponent. If that's the case, I definitely would like Braun Breaker as an option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be a good callback to last.
Bronson Reed winning King of the Ring would be fun as well. Maybe that's what he comes back and does.
I don't know when he's gonna be ready. So.
AEW, finally, dude. Let's put this loser bullshit in the past, and let's clear. I'm making it big. I'm not afraid. I don't want it to go back to normal. Baby, what a fucking show we had.
These words you're saying.
Yo, can I just say something to you? The last one at the golf course, this one at the tennis courts, very fun. Love this shit, dude.
It was not at the tennis courts.
It's at the tennis courts, dude. Come on, dude.
The stadium that has a tennis court.
You're so fucking jealous. It's wild, dude. Get a life. Listen, I'm going to be very serious for a hot second. I'm going to start with you, BJ, before Mike opens his mouth. Did you like the show? Just give me just a quick, yeah, it was a good one. Nah, it's not really my thing or whatever. Just real
It's
quick.
a good show. It's just I hate the fact that they go so long.
Okay. And Mike, just quick, just like that. What are your thoughts on the show? Over.
I agree with BG. I thought that the first two matches were great. The main event was great.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem that they run into with these long-ass shows going past midnight with a million matches is that middle is such a lull. And even if you have great matches in there, they blend together. They don't feel important. And, like, if you would have had the Cope and Cage vs. FTR, Takeshita and Okada, the main event, the MJF and Darby Allin match, in like 2 or 3 of the matches that were in between it, and done that show, that would totally change my outlook of the entire show.
Now,
But it's a slog. It's a slog to get through all that. And it's hard to like differentiate, let's say, the Swerve versus Bandito or the Ospreay versus Samoa Joe match from this show compared to whatever those guys were doing on the previous pay-per-view or the one before that or the one before that or the one before that. It's like Groundhog Day.
Ignorant. This is literally, it was literally a tournament, but that's fine. You just choose to be ignorant. Thank you,
It's
BJ,
not
for
about
being
the turn,
honest.
it's about the matches that they
So
present.
let's listen.
I wish they would just start an hour earlier.
That would help a lot too.
That's all you do. Start
There's
at
no
I-
reason
if-
not to.
if
Start
I
at
were
1:00
you-
is a totally normal time to start pay-per-view.
If I were you, I'd watch it the next day.
No, I like to watch it live.
I want to get it over with.
See,
I don't wanna be
I watch
spoiled
it with a
on it.
completely different perspective. I fear the time not, because I can just continue it on. You know what I mean? Like I
Because you're
genuinely don't
working.
fear the
All
time
right,
at
Billy
all.
Shakespeare.
I do. So listen, Cope and Cage and Cope against FTR. Banger match and a half. FTR going to WWE. Didn't see it coming.
Yeah, right.
They're trading them outright. FTR 4 Motor City Machine Guns. It's an even trade, one up and one up. And we get New Day in there too. They threw that in.
There's 0% chance FTR is going back because WWE would never pay them whatever they can get out of Tony.
Mm.
Because WWE simply does not care about tag team wrestling enough
They
to pay
never
them
have.
whatever
They
they
not
make.
They
leaving
never
AEW.
have. Vince hated tag team wrestling. He never cared about it.
FTR is not leaving.
But this is a very good match. I will
like
say
the
this.
ending. I like
Yeah,
the ending
Cage and
with,
Cope carry those guys. Do a good
I will
work.
say that,
Yeah.
very stupid. I will say this: this Adam Copeland kid, he's got some spunk
some-
to him now. I don't know
It's-
what it is, but he's all right. He gets the wrestling.
If JR would have been on commentary for this match, he definitely would have been saying, like, this kid right here for
Yeah.
Cope.
Because
Because
He was
everybody's
calling
a kid.
40-year-old Kyle O'Reilly this kid for the whole time.
I gotta tell
He
you,
has
insane.
dementia, and it shows.
wow, that is really fucked up to say, dude. That is wild to say, and I'd be here for it.
It is crazy that Cope is 52 years old.
Yeah. Honestly, though, dude.
He lied about, like, he was going to be retiring.
That's okay.
Yeah, well,
Why does he
Dude,
lie? Why does he
If
lie?
you listen, if you wake up and you see that body in the mirror, guess what? I'm going as long as you let me keep my shirt off.
It is crazy.
Got
But
something,
I enjoyed this match.
something I want to say real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Dax ended up quitting anyways, but the match should have been over a couple minutes earlier when he got on the mic and said,
Mm-hmm.
Cope, say I quit. Because
Yeah.
Dax said I quit into the microphone. So that's the end of the match.
He sure did.
We got to
In
workshop that shit, guys.
And
That's
listen,
typical AEW shit.
Yep, it is.
no, that's typical you fucking being nitpicky, but that's fine.
That's not nitpicky,
listen,
that's reality.
Incredible,
Saying the words.
incredible. No, but that's
He
not the
said, "I
context.
quit,"
Context is
into the
important.
microphone.
Context
That's
is
the match.
important.
I do wish that both people had to quit, like we were talking about a few
We
weeks
did.
ago.
You were harping on that. It didn't
Yeah.
happen when it didn't. I was
I
like,
think
oh,
it would have
he's
been such
mad.
a great twist, though.
I know. What a twist.
Well, it's kind of like
Um,
how, like, it would have been like how tag team tables matches where like one
Right.
guy gets put through the table, but you still got to
Yeah.
put the other guy through the table
Exactly.
too.
Like I always enjoy
We
that.
need more.
so.
We need more turmoil.
We need more twists.
Or tag. What was it? Tornado tag team match where everybody's involved all at the
Yeah.
same time. Yeah, that's.
I like that.
The
That's
legendary Beth Copeland
Hell
showed
yeah.
up and won the match for.
I like
Her
that
hand.
she has to pose at the entranceway before she comes down to help.
Let me
them.
tell you something. That's a wrestling truth, dude.
It's so
Jeff Hardy died so we could all
He's
walk.
still alive.
Edge used his 2x4 with rubber nails on it.
Yep.
Dude, listen, dude.
Hey,
Fucking, I would
I
rather
was-
him use rubber ones than
I don't know. I was a
ones.
little disappointed when he took it off and Dax's head is just perfectly fine. Because when Mox had it,
same with
was
the
all
barbed
bleed.
wire. Like there was no blood at all from the barbed
Mox fucking 100% was like, I'm not using fucking fake glass, Mark.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
So I
something.
did think that was a great spot.
Honestly, and a really, really, really fun match. The New York, New York street fight, I did not like though.
Say again?
I hate New York.
But you like New Jersey?
Takeshi, well, the bottom part of
this
it,
is
not the top part.
I think this is the second time that they've opened the show? Cope and
Yes.
Cage? I think it was Revolution, maybe?
The first match that they had.
Or when they came back? Yep.
Yeah.
And,
Well, they got to get the early bird.
So they've
100% they did that so they could get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the right choice because they're
Oh,
putting on
100%
great
too.
matches. The crowd is so hyped for them. They're legends.
Yeah, so it's a great way to start a show.
Absolutely great way to start the show.
Well, I mean, after I'm done with Boom and Doom.
The only thing is that, like, until you get to Stadium Stampede, everything is a singles match. There's not much variety. And I think that's part of what Mike was saying, where it's like matches just start blending together because that's the way
the tournament,
card
I felt
is
like
booked.
there was Takeshita and Okada was for the championship, so that felt important. And then everything was about the Owen Hart Cup. So I felt like at least with that there were
Moxley and
stipulations, like they were talking about the stakes of it and stuff like that. So it made them feel important. So
I'm not saying
listen,
it's not
I
important.
don't.
I'm saying it's just straight single matches, and they're
I
very
understand.
similar matches.
Well, each one was very different, but that's fine. You can be ignorant. Listen,
Okay, ignorant.
speaking of stars, Takeshita, Okada.
You can overrate this.
Well, I set the over under at 6 stars. Is Dave going
I
above
said
it?
under. I said under.
You said under.
I think Meltz will give it
I'll give it
5.75.
I
That's
think he's
insane.
giving. I think he's going to give this match 6 stars. I would
insane.
put my.
I think it's like a 4-star match in like
Right.
reality.
I don't understand. Why do we have to overrate every single thing?
It was
I
a
gotta
great
tell
match.
you.
They did their same
It was
bullshit
awesome.
where they had a no-sell fest for a little while, like literally,
Mhm.
quote-unquote, fighting spirit, kicking out
Yep.
of one out of finishers and shit.
Hell yeah, I love it. But here's the thing. Again, you don't like that style. That's fine. I do like
Well,
that
it's not
style.
style. It's just
It is.
making a
It
mockery out of
Mhm.
wrestling.
literally
Yeah.
is Japanese people. That's their style. So don't be ignorant to a culture. That's fighting spirit. That's Japanese
Not
style.
every Japanese wrestler is doing that shit, man.
I would argue that most do, though. I would argue that actually most do.
Yeah, you watch all Japanese wrestling to know.
Well, I'll tell you what, I
most do?
watch a lot of Japanese wrestling, and this is pretty much
You don't,
commonplace.
though. You don't. Once upon a time,
Yes,
you
I did. And okay, sure. But either way, the truth is, very good match. Honestly, I'd give it 5 because this is like my kind of match, and this is perfect for me. And these guys lived up to the hype. But I cannot tell you how excited I am to hear Dave talk about this match and give it a grade, because I know this dude is just going to be like, he's going to be glazing these guys.
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna be bad. I really
But these
enjoyed
guys-
like the spot where it was Okada went for the Rainmaker and then Takeshita like reversed it into like a lefty Rainmaker
Yep.
and the crowd went wild for it.
Crowd was hot all night, honestly.
Crowd
I thought it was
they,
great.
They did fall
Great
a little
crowd.
bit into the
Thank you, New York.
malaise in the middle part, but for the most part, like if this show was in like fucking Burbank or something, they would have been dead silent through the
They
middle
would have
part
fallen.
of the show.
They would have fallen asleep.
Yeah.
But the truth is, that's why you got to run these shows in cities where you have hardcore. Honestly, that's AEW's niche. It's got to be in those areas where they have a dedicated fan base that's going to be excited for every one of these spots. So, and here's the thing: while the crowd at times did seem to die down, the matches themselves, I felt, did a great job of bringing people back in with big moments. And I again, crowd was BJ. You know me. I hate New York. I hope the Knicks lose in 4. But,
Fuck you. That's fucked up.
Jalen Brunson's a Philadelphia native, so you got me in that sense, buddy. But yeah, so that was a great match.
He got out the mud.
7 stars, dude. He got drafted, no choice. Athena against Mina.
Jalen Brunson was born in New Jersey.
Yeah, but it's Philly light. Mina Shirakawa. Fun
I like
match.
this match. This is a good match.
Fun match. Again, it being for the Owen Hart Cup, I felt made it feel fun. It's great seeing Athena get some fucking pay-per-view time on
The only
real
way
show.
she can get on the pay-per-view is if they had to take another match off.
I mean, it is what it is, but I'm glad she's here, I'll tell you that. So that was a very fun match. I'm going to speak to the Will Ospreay Samoa Joe match at the same moment here, too, because I'm going to put these in a little bit of different category. I like that match a lot, too. It feels important, and it feels kind of quick. This, to me, this Athena match, the Will Ospreay match, I feel like.
I mean, kind of quick.
Yeah, kind of, but like, and Swerve and Bandito I'll put in there too. I feel like they could have main evented.
I think he means that Will Ospreay typically has a 45-minute match for no reason.
I want to know if he means like the match time or if it's quick to have him face Samoa Joe. So I'm not sure what you mean.
No. Like the match itself, all of these matches felt like if they were main evented Dynamite. I'm kind of speaking to where Mike says like thin at the middle, right? Each one of these would have made that episode of Dynamite like incredible. But here, like, if you had done 2 of them instead of 4 of them and saved 2, you know what I mean? Like, just like little shit like that. But again, they're good matches. You put them on the fucking main event of Dynamite. That's must-watch TV. Here,
that's the thing.
It's a long day.
These 5 straight matches are like all the same.
I felt like each one in a vacuum is different from the others, but I understand what you're saying at the same time. Like, I do get it. It is a long show.
I think
it's just not as daunting for me when I'm watching the way I watch.
Because you had to work the land. Like I did.
Oh, that match was really good. Kyle O'Reilly and John Moxley was awesome.
The core of that match, but BG and I were talking about it as this was going. It's like, dude, this is a fucking never-ending match. It says 18:45. It felt like 30.
I thought it was 30. I thought it was a 30-minute match. That's how it felt like.
No, cool. Here's the thing. You don't like any kind of you're not an MMA guy.
What are you talking about?
You're not an MMA guy. No, you're not. No, you're not. Mike Chiari does not like MMA, and BJ, you ask him for your MMA shit, and he don't even like it, so I don't even want to hear your shit.
I don't ask Mike about MMA.
Mike?
I've been watching MMA since before you watched MMA, so calm down,
dude.
I've been rooting for you. I don't give a fuck about it.
I've been rooting for you to get knocked the fuck out, though, so.
That's fine.
MMA, honestly, the UFC fucking blows.
Nah, it doesn't.
It's pretty bad.
If you're into like jiu-jitsu or into a certain martial art, I'm just saying, you just see the nuances of what's happening and watch these guys. It's impressive. As a casual fan though, like boxing, it's the same thing I feel with boxing. It's just not. The excitement's not there like it used to be. You know what I mean? And the same thing with MMA. You don't have 2 big heavyweights standing in the middle, clanging and banging, dude. That's what I want. But yes, Swerve Strickland and Bandito also very, very good. Well, again, I think it all suffers from that same thing. All these matches very fucking good, but it just suffers from that, that middle part.
It's diminishing returns.
This card would have been better off if Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly main evented Dynamite in 2 days or tomorrow.
No, I would have kept that. It would have been I would have made special episodes. I would have made the Owen Hart Cup all television matches, and I would have had 2 on each episode, and each of them getting 20 minutes.
I mean,
that's what I would have done.
Double-edged sword because you want it to feel important. So I understand.
We put the finals on a pay-per-view.
Sure, I mean they will, but I understand wanting to have it on the card. But yeah, I mean I do agree with you overall. If those 2 matches were on Dynamite this week, but.
Mike's gonna shit on this 4-way ladies match because he says it doesn't make any sense getting here, but he's wrong about that. He doesn't watch the product.
As we know.
But this match was fucking really good, and I actually can't believe it was 4. Where you said you can't believe that was 18 because it felt much longer. I can't believe this was 14, but probably because entrances and shit like that too. But
I don't think
that's not included.
Tekla, I know, that's what I'm saying, but it felt longer. It felt much longer. Tekla very good. I like Tekla quite a bit.
Okay. She's solid, but if she's women's world champion, she almost feels irrelevant because
that's absolutely not true. She's doing her promos are awesome.
Nothing's really invested into her.
She gets promo time every week, dude. What are you talking about? I've watched her promo.
The women's division just feels totally unimportant. It's an afterthought.
It doesn't feel unimportant.
It's an afterthought.
It feels a little bit.
100%.
No. I feel like since the Toni Storm injury before, there has been a diversion away from what was the previous plan. Now, admittedly, they've had to adapt and move forward with something they didn't expect. Now, Tekla has risen here, and I think she has shown very bright in these moments. Her promos have been awesome, and her time on television. Now, what she needs, honestly, and that's why I agree with you, Mike, she needs a definitive storyline. She needs a feud that is worth digging her teeth into, where she can look like the star that I believe she could be.
Right,
I think hopefully that comes next.
All they keep doing is recycling the same people with her.
Well, we've had this multi-person match 2 times now, and but here's the thing: all of these people had a vested interest in this. They've all been fighting towards this, but now they all have lost. So now, where we move forward, this is where it gets very important.
And now you got Willow out, who's in your top 3 women, and
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Tony's out, and Mercedes still isn't back.
I mean, we need
And
Sasha Banks back.
I think Chris Statlander's your
Like
number 4, and she's not going to be going for the title again, or at least she shouldn't. So I don't know where they go.
I mean, I truly believe we got to get either you better build a top star quickly, or you got to get Sasha Banks back as a face.
Well, I thought she was coming back after this match for sure.
Yeah, I don't know where she's been. I don't know. I just don't know about that. But Tekla has been awesome, and she fucking rocks. I genuinely enjoy her. Stadium Stampede.
Worst part of the show.
Yeah.
I couldn't disagree more.
By far. We know.
I couldn't disagree more. This was so chaotic and fun.
This sucked ass.
This was either the worst or second worst match of the whole show.
Why?
It was the worst Stadium Stampede / Anarchy in the Arena of all time by a fair margin.
Why? I've actually.
Well, first of all, it wasn't Stadium Stampede, so it was misbranded.
Mm-hmm.
This was just an Anarchy in the Arena match. There was no Stadium Stampede elements hardly, besides going into the catering room, which absolutely fucking sucked. And if
horrible.
WWE did that, people would be crying. We get fucking a J-Brone, Tommy Invincible, Satnam Singh, a food fight. Get the fuck out of here.
BJ, you better stand the fuck up and tell me how much you love that food fight.
I do.
Otherwise, you are the biggest hypocrite
about?
on God's green earth, dude.
They thought this was going to be some
match.
comedy masterclass. I chuckled once in the whole match, and it was when Luchasaurus was wearing a blonde wig and kissed Andrade, because it reminded me of Gremlins 2, and they mentioned that. That's the only thing that made me laugh. All the other quote-unquote comedy shit sucked. They did the thing we said they should do with the ball launcher with the tennis balls, and they were going fucking 1 mile per hour.
That was so bad.
It absolutely sucked. This was horrible.
It was
a waste of time. 30 minutes that I'll never get back.
It was too long, by far too long. It took way too long to get the spots. The bus spot was great, but otherwise, there just weren't many memorable moments in this. And then the ending, Ricochet doesn't even get pinned.
Right.
So I think my assumption is that now we're still setting
for another Jericho Ricochet match, I guess. That's what
I assume.
Hell yeah.
That's what's happening.
I completely disagree. I thought the moments were funny. I thought the organization of this match made it very easy to follow. You say it was a long match of 30 minutes. I felt like I was enjoying it the whole time. Didn't feel like it went too long at all.
When Tony Schiavone has to tell you, "Oh, this is so entertaining," it's like, shut the fuck up.
I love Tony Schiavone. He adds a ton to every broadcast he's on.
He's awful.
Fuck up. Give me Dementia JR 1,000,000 times over Schiavone.
This is the most tremendous thing I've ever seen.
Was this the best one? It absolutely was not the best
one. First one was
but this was very good. This was very good. I don't have my rankings offhand. It's in the other room on the wall. For Stadium Stampede matches or Anarchy.
We didn't even get good cameos. We often get good cameos in these. There's nothing.
You said Satnam Singh. Did you forget you said that, or I
did not forget.
Back. It's crazy you say that. Very stupid. Very wonderful match. And I just want to give a huge
wonderful match.
I just want to give a huge shout out to Jack Perry with the moment with the bus, trying to kill him. Yes, I agree with that because that was pandemic time, and that was one of the most unique moments we had.
If you're gonna do Stadium Stampede and you're gonna call it that, you just gotta commit to it like that. This was not that.
Nope, it was different, and you gotta deal with it. Life's different now.
The first one was great because there was hardly anything
Thanks,
happening
COVID.
in the ring.
Was there even a ring in first Stadium Stampede?
I don't remember.
Was it just at the football field?
I don't know. I actually don't know how. I don't remember the actual ending of the match. I just remember all the moments.
Yeah.
And listen, main event time: MJF, Darby Allin, title versus hair. I will say this: in the weeks leading up to it, Mike, I know you don't watch the product, but Darby Allin has been teasing head injuries. He's been teasing the fatigue that comes with being a fucking fighting champion.
By the way, you don't watch the product because you yelled at me for talking about MJF's hair plugs and said I'm just a hater of AEW because of that, when that was literally a part of the storyline.
First off, I do watch, and I was attacking you personally because you went and said something about
because
John
you didn't
Cena
know
as well.
you didn't know what has been said.
I watch every. Listen, I'll tell you the truth.
You didn't know.
I'm gonna be. Oh, Listen, I'm not going to dispute that some of it may be muted from time to time. I'm not going to argue that fact, okay?
I won't dispute it.
And I will not argue the fact that sometimes it is at 2 times the speed of light. But I will say this. I also don't watch all of SmackDown and Raw sometimes. So if I'm being honest.
It shows.
Being honest. But I will say this. The build to this, the Darby Allin putting him... Listen, you can say whatever you want about how he won the title, Mike. I disagree with it then. I watched this title reign. It was a fucking shooting star. Every match was a fucking 5-star fucking banger. I loved every moment of it. It ended up costing him in the end. MJF wins here by fucking outsmarting him. Incredible backbreaker. That moment is chef's kiss of why I love this shit.
Backbreaker.
Yeah, it was
Tombstone?
when he
on the top rope.
No. When he did when he fucking had the Scorpion Deathlock, MJF broke it up with the fucking by the ropes, right? And over the last couple weeks, every time somebody breaks that, he runs right up, coffin drops him, right? And then he gets their back, right? Well, this time, as soon as he went up to coffin drop MJF, he had rolled over and he coffin dropped right into his knees.
Yeah, that's not a backbreaker. It's called getting your knees up.
Yeah, I was
that's a backbreaker, buddy. That's
a backbreaker.
I hate to tell you so when Roderick Strong jumps up and you land on his, or Cedric Alexander jumps up and you land on his knees, what is that called?
A long blower.
It's a backbreaker.
It's literally called a long blower.
Okay, long blower. Okay. Long story short, it was a great tie-in, and that's one thing about MJF and Darby Allin. There's a lot of tie-ins throughout this match, but to their previous matches, with other people. It was, again, when AEW does it right, I love it, and I loved this main event. Be Jeremy.
I thought it was a great match. I really enjoyed it. I still don't think that Darby Allin as champion was the right call, but I think we got back to MJF in the correct way. And the thing that I really loved about this match, and it was honestly my favorite moment of the night, is it ended on a fucking move that should end a match that is kicked out of 99.9 repeating percent of the time in AEW, where MJF does like a fucking tombstone off the rope. That should be a finisher. That is never a finisher in AEW. It's always
You've never taken one on the ropes, dude.
I was
you don't even know what it's like.
When I tell you, I was fucking stunned when the 3 count happened there. I was like, holy shit. I can't believe it. They ended it on a realistic move that should end the match. They didn't kick out of it and then do 20 more spots and then do the finish. They did the right thing, and I loved that. I enjoyed that, and I thought this was great. MJF, I've said it for a very long time, he's easily the best thing that AEW has. People talk about his mic work and his character work and all that, and rightfully so, because he's great at it, but I think a lot of people, they act like, oh, Will Ospreay is just fucking the gold standard of in-ring work. MJF is way better in-ring worker than Will Ospreay, and he shows it in these types of matches.
Completely different style, but I agree with you in the sense that I watch a lot of old wrestling right now, so I'm going through this. But MJF is a lot like Nick Bockwinkel, right? Kind of a kind of classy looking dude, well spoken. You know what I mean? Like everything's thought. Again, cerebral. Like not an assassin though, but like a classy gentleman. He's not at all like Triple H, not at all. But he
wants to be.
He's
got his win back
good.
like Triple H would.
Well, he was also trained by Cody. Let's be honest. BJ?
By far my favorite match of the night. Even after a long show, they got you right immediately because this was the match everyone wanted to see. This is for the championship. I really enjoyed Darby's storyline heading into this of being a fighting champion. Every show I'm going to defend the championship. He had great matches. I like Darby Allin. I thought they did an excellent job of, throughout this match, having a lot of counter. The spot where it was a suicide dive and his heels clipped the fucking bottom rope, lands on his back and his neck. I thought he was out of it at that point. But they did such a great job. I like the steel steps. My favorite moment of the match was Darby's coffin drop from the scaffolding to the table, because I thought MJF was going to move, but he took it. A lot of leniency from the ref in this match. They did an amazing job. This is says it here, 23 minutes. Perfect amount of time for a main event, for the championship. They each got their shit in, and MJF rightfully won. Because it was such a shock when Darby beat MJF with just the 4 coffin drops. And so I think this was I enjoyed the storyline of Darby being like, I'm just going to defend this championship to everyone else until you put your hair on the line. So I just thought it was great stuff. I actually really enjoyed the buy-in with MJF and Foley. They had a great back-and-forth promo, and then Darby comes out to make the save. So I thought they did a really good job bookending this.
Do you like Mick Foley there, BJ or Mike?
If they use him, I would say in a manner similar to what they did with MJF, then I think it could be good. Like, when they brought him in, like, they announced, like, oh, he's going to do the pre-show. It's like, that doesn't really move the needle. I don't think anybody really cares about that type of thing. But, you know, I went back, I didn't watch it as it happened, because I don't watch the pre-show, but I did go back and watch that segment, because BG was raving about the promo, and it was great. I think if you can get him involved in that way, as an on-screen character, then I think it could be meaningful. I kind of feel like he's probably going to have a match eventually. He's
100%.
100%.
100% against MJF. 100%. He's going to kill him.
I think they're probably going to do the fucking Moxley match that Donnie wrote about 20 years ago. To be honest with you,
insane.
I really have no interest in it because like Mick Foley like was in the Royal Rumble like fucking what 10 years ago, and he could barely move or do anything.
He's doing better now. He got DDP yoga.
I don't think he's doing any better.
60-year-old Mick Foley gonna have another match.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think it's MJF. I do not think it's Mox.
I like him as an on-screen character.
That's an incredible.
I like him as an on-screen character if you do the kind of stuff that he did with MJF, but I have no interest in a match with 60-year-old.
Let him
Mick
team
Foley.
with Darby Allin.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That do that then. A tag team match.
Team with Darby Allin. I'm all for it.
MJF's partner be in that?
Mox.
Yeah, Mox. 100%. Mox ain't waiting. Listen, Mox ain't wasting that opportunity, dude. He does all the dirty work for this fucking company. He's calling in his one PPP that he's going to use to ensure that he makes my article dream come true 20 years later.
The match is going to be like that match that you saw, Dottie, with Hogan and Flair waiting outside the ring.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's the Hogan was in the match. Flair was blading outside the ring. Come on, bro, don't be an asshole.
How long ago was it that Mick Foley was in TNA, like, still trying to wrestle, like, 16, 17 years ago when he couldn't do anything?
Listen, I trust MJF. He's going to do just fine. You know what I mean? He's going to get his ass beat the whole time, then Sacco, fucking here we go. MJF gets him, he's dead.
I think Sacco's still under a Legends deal, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to wrestle.
I'll call him Caco, and it's just his dick.
Called Sicko.
Just his dick. Yeah. All right.
Sock on his cock.
That's what Red Hot Chili Peppers did, and they became stars. Okay, match from an overall grade, Mike.
Match MJF Darby Allin. Moment actually winning on a fucking top rope tombstone like you should.
Old school wrestling. So somewhere Jake the Snake is the biggest winner.
Grade. I would give it an 8 out of 10.
That's like a 10 out of 10 for everybody else.
The first two matches were great. No selling in the Takeshita Okada side, and the main event was awesome. But it's like BG and I talked about, like, you do yourselves no favors by kind of like mashing all that shit in between it. And
if you're feeding the sickos, brother, they're hungry.
Sure.
I hate that they call the fans sickos. I actually don't like that.
Yeah,
it's honestly very
stupid.
Yeah, don't love it. But I still am a huge fan. BJ.
Favorite match was easily MJF and Darby Allin. The moment of the night for me was the coffin drop from the scaffolding to the table, and then 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna say my match of the night is probably the main event, but I gotta give a big shout out to Takeshita Okada, and also I really loved Mox and O'Reilly. I know you didn't. I did. I love the nature of it.
No one said we didn't like it.
What did he say we didn't like?
He
said we didn't like Moxley and no, we said that.
I said I liked the match, the working the leg, and I like Kyle O'Reilly's style a lot. It was just way too long.
I like it. I liked it a lot.
It dragged on.
I got to give a shout out to that. My match, my moment of the night, of course, one man can only capture this man's heart, and it is Jungle Boy Jack Perry and his driving of that bus into that fucking guy almost, which is crazy.
It wasn't even almost. It was
really close. It was really, really close. You're right.
And honestly, if he wanted to kill him, why would he honk the horn?
Because he's not a monster. You know what I mean? Also, I will say this to you: if I had to give it a rating,
oh boy,
I gotta go Dave on you here. I gotta go above the standard 10, and I'm gonna have to say 12.45.
4.5.
0.4. Not even Melts does 0.45.
Yeah,
well,
stupid.
he's kind of an asshole.
I'm dreading Meltz's star ratings for this.
I can't. Yo, emergency episode, dude. We're gonna start it.
Pay them any mind,
The amount of overrating that's going to happen on this is
Let me tell you,
insane.
from the bottom of my, because everybody said it was pretty awesome, so he's definitely got carte blanche to do whatever he wants here.
Right.
Here's what they do that after every AEW pay-per-view.
No, but this one was different. This one actually had like a lot. It felt like everybody was kind of feeling this is a good one. But from the bottom of my heart, I really, really, really do think that I'm going to do an emergency episode. I'm coming in with Scott Steiner fucking sirens blaring. I'm like, did you get the star count? And then I need BJ. Forget gaming. We're not gaming this weekend. Me and you are doing that emergency episode. We're doing that episode, dude. Take a lunch break on Friday.
No way
we're
BJ showing up if that's the case.
Dude, as soon as that tweet goes live, we are breaking news. Right in, dude. Need the sounder.
You're going to be working. I'll be off.
Barely.
Yeah.
So I gotta X out of this fucking thing again. So great show. Everybody agreed it's a 10 out of 10. Patreon shout outs. Our buddies. George Cruz, Andrew Skeens, George Sparrows, Jim Del Chapo, and his yacht attitude is honestly disgusting, dude. Vic and K Dombalage, and I can't believe he's still here. All those years later.
Long yacht, I bet.
He's got a long yacht. Yeah, he's better for all the money he's given us. Michael Horan, D-Dives me. It's Dante. Alex Pandolfi. Can we just write Dante?
I just copy-paste, baby.
Can you just write Dante, dude? Jesus Christ. Alex Pandolfi. Reggie, the big fat Gil.
No.
Vince D'Amore. Momo. And Kevin, the real deal Creel.
Hell yeah. These are our Patreon producers, executive producers, patreon.com/ringrusradio. Donate $25 or more, get a special shout out.
Yeah, and you get a bunch of other shit too. You get to come on the show. You get to talk to Mike, exclusive access to his phone records and shit. It's pretty great.
Wow.
Get his phone records?
That's new.
Yeah.
Why they don't want the phone records?
I don't know. Perverts out there. They want to see
Could be a
what
lot of
he...
action dolls on there, but
all of George's t-shirts?
Just block number after block number. Like, he won't shut up. BJ, while you're talking about Patreon, why don't you talk about how everybody else can get involved?
Yeah. Patreon.com/ringrustradio. Go there to hear the ad-free version of our podcast if you hate the way Donnie does our ads. You can also get early access to retro reviews like Wrestling Society X Part 1 that we recorded today. Most importantly, you can sign up for next week's draft, taking place Tuesday, June 2nd, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to draft wrestlers from the 1980s to make supercards because Donnie loves wrestling.
I'm getting back into 80s wrestling much more than I was before. And let me just tell you, I'm going to just say this out loud. Don't even think about going near Nick Bockwinkel, okay?
Have you looked at the draft list, Don?
I have not. I'm going to probably look day before to just make my final list. Like, and tier it.
BG put like a base list on the thing, and I went fucking crazy, like fine tooth comb over it.
Give me the number. How many wrestlers? Are we limiting it to that list?
I guess not if you can prove that somebody had a match in the 1980s, but like I
say we limit it to the list. It's got to be on this list. Once the list is finalized,
I have a hard time believing anybody's going to want to draft somebody that's not on that list, is all I'm saying. Because there's like 450 people on that list.
There it is. I wanted a number. But here's what Mike does. Mike makes the list as confusing as possible so he can couch in the people that he really wants, like deep-seated.
How is it confusing?
Just names.
So many.
There is
so many names.
You copy paste it, and then I delete my list.
I go through and I'll eliminate around 200 fucking names.
There you go. Highlight the people that you like, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Edge, go on.
Edge not on the list? It's 1980s?
Good, thank God. Save me a deletion.
Are people going to join us for this? They better.
Oh, I thought it was just the three of us.
No.
So here's the thing.
Patreon.com/ringrustradio.
Here's the thing. If it's just us shows up, then, it's fine. We'll be fine with it. You know what I mean?
No.
All right, show up, please. Will you show up, please?
And the thing with this is everyone is eligible, but no, they're like not part of a tag team. So you need to get Axe and Smash if you want them.
Yeah. You can't just take fucking all of Demolition. You gotta take Axe and Smash separately.
I'm so excited. Let's move on.
Strangeness in the latest report. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Egregious lies anonymously sourced. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Scoop, 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 scoop. No lies, no retraction. Scoop, 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 scoop. Per a source that's interesting to know.
Hey, Mike!
Dirt Sheet Busters, guys. A lot of lies this week, as there often are.
Are you going to be on the special Friday edition of Ring Rust Radio this week?
That is a thing that doesn't exist, so no. I won't
Yet.
be there.
Yet. I legitimately will do a 3-minute reaction video. Don't fucking tempt me.
I don't know why you're
not going to do it.
saying these things.
We'll see. We'll see. It's
First
me
one's from-
reacting to Dave reacting.
First one's from Self-Made Pro. I think that's what Donnie calls himself.
That was the original name of the show.
Yeah. WWE was talking to Enzo a month ago, but we're just hearing about it now.
It's crazy.
Happens a lot. Common issue. While speaking during a self-made session, Self-Made Pro revealed that WWE was in direct contact with Enzo during WrestleMania 42 week. What I can tell you guys is that on the week of WrestleMania, they were in contact with Enzo Amore, Self-Made Pro said. The report went even further, noting that WWE is actively scouting multiple tag teams from around the wrestling world right now, while doubling down on the fact Enzo Amore was in contact with WWE last month. So for people that don't know, let me kind of lay out what happened here. Corey Hayes. So a whole fucking bombshell happened in the Dirt Sheet community over the last couple weeks. Bodyslam.net broke up, and the main guy from there, Corey Hayes, went and started this thing called False Finish, I believe. And then there's another thing that involves people who were formerly from Bodyslam.net called Rope Break. So now we got fucking Body Slam, Rope Break, and False Finish. Okay.
So hold on a minute. Hold on real quick.
This is good information to know.
Real quick, that is great to know. But honestly, they just did what I did and was like wrestling terms. Google. Exactly. It was like Ring Rust. I was like, boom, there's our show. I got it. Okay.
Well, Corey Hayes.
How mad do you think they actually looked at Ring Rust and were like, fuck?
Yeah, 100%. Well, no. Here's the thing. No. They all know us.
Ring Rust Reports, they were going to call it.
Oh, 100. Dude.
You think people know us?
I think.
Mouse knows us.
I 100% think more people know us because I've seen little inclinations. I've seen things like on the Facebook page from official pages before. And you're like, okay, all right, that's interesting.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, Corey Hayes, who's now a False Finish, he reported during NXT last week, oh, somebody is backstage during NXT, and here's the spoiler thing. Yeah, click on it. It's Enzo Amore is backstage at the Performance Center. And so there's a follow-up report he's been at the Performance Center often lately, and WWE's probably going to sign him, and then Big Cass's contract is coming up at the end of May or beginning of June with AEW. So basically,
I can finally use those socks
back in WWE. It seems
I can finally use the socks, and all the soft fucking shit comes back, dude. We're ahead of the curve here, dude.
There you go. So all those reports come out, and then Self-Made Pro after that says, "Oh yeah, WWE was talking to Enzo during WrestleMania 42 weekend." Brother, that was a month ago. More than a month ago.
So Body Slam said that?
No, Self-Made Pro.
Man, who the fuck is Self-Made Pro? Why does the guy keep talking about himself in that, his screen name is his real name?
He's on the Self-Made Sessions. It's the same thing where that Ibu guy is on. Who does
Ibu?
Fucking 1,000-word tweets about...
Man, I can't handle this shit. There's too many dummies.
I know.
The market is flooded with dummies.
I don't like that I'm
and you're the king.
But...
No, the problem is I've separated myself from the dummies. I am elite dummy. I'm king dummy.
Separated himself from the dummies.
You're king dummy?
King dummy.
King dummy done?
Dummy.
Next one's from WrestleVotes. WWE changed plans for Fatal Influence by having them go from working with top talent to working with top talent.
Wow.
Ooh, jobbers.
According to information coming out of WWE creative circles via WrestleVotes, the response to Fatal Influence has exceeded expectations early on. Here's a quote. Creative plans surrounding the Fatal Influence group have already begun to shift due to the crowd reactions for the group.
Yeah, a bunch of 13-year-old kids seeing these ladies comes out dressed like that. They're like, hello! Hello, Mom, you see these ladies? What do you mean turn around?
Several in the creative process have said that they have rearranged some plans in the women's division to feature JC Jane more prominently after the group's strong performances. So, by the way, Fatal Influence debuts, and they go right after the top women on SmackDown. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, Alexa Bliss.
They're in the ring with a lot of big names.
They're immediately in the ring with the very top of the top, okay? And then the report is, the crowd reactions were so good that they began to shift the plans. And what did that lead to? 6-woman tag against Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, who they immediately were already interacting with as soon as they got called up. No plans were shifted. This is what it was going to be.
I'll say this. Score 1 for the Dochies.
Really seem to add up, but all right. This next one is from Alv, guys. Alv makes up some excuses for why Stadium Stampede was ass. There we go.
Brian Galvarez over here.
The New York State Athletic Commission reportedly did not allow blood or brawling through the crowd in Stadium Stampede.
Is that because of Hantu or Ebola? What's going through New York right now?
Everything.
Some sort of. Well, that's rat-based. I know the hantavirus is rat-based.
There's a lot of rats there.
Motherfuckers got king rats and shit.
More rats there than world class. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
I
do, brother.
I don't.
Get a clue then, dude. You're about to have an 80s draft. You better learn quick.
Oh, I
next match after this, Darby Allin's head was busted open. It wasn't hard way either, brother.
Yeah.
There was blood elsewhere on this show. I live in the
in the crowd. They can't have the blood in the crowd.
I live in the state of New York. I've been to many shows where there was wrestling occurring in the crowd.
I don't know. I remember being, a young man near the ECW. The New York Athletic Commission, notoriously tough.
Well, not from what I've seen.
ESW just fucking the Wild West, is that what you're saying?
Hell yeah.
Anthony Musso over here fucking running with outlaw organizations? That's crazy.
I mean, Kevin Nash, he wouldn't even powerbomb a guy because he was
going to get his paint on him. I'll jackknife you out of pity, you fucking pussy.
He had to do a choke slam instead.
That's crazy, dude. That classic Kevin Nash fucking move.
His signature move, the Kevin Nash choke slam.
Dude. I'm not getting my sweats dirty, you fucking nerd. Let me see your right arm. Holy tricep, you fucking pussy.
Guys, it's time for the honorary Dirty Buster of the Week. It's Baron Corbin.
Oh, I did see this, yeah.
A.K.A. Bishop Geyer.
I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you from the bottom of my heart, I think he's probably a fun dude to hang out with. He seems like kind of a monster, but like in the most fun way.
He cooks a lot of meat and drinks a lot of whiskey.
But he's just like a dude. He just seems like he's like, nah, these people are fucking stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just no nonsense, kind of sit down, have a good time, have a good conversation.
Here's the initial report about Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin may be much closer to a WWE comeback than fans first realized, and the latest update makes it sound like things are moving fast.
I didn't realize it at all.
Fightful Select has learned that Corbin has finished up obligations with some of the companies he's been working with on a regular basis. That includes MLW, where his work alongside Dijak has become one of the most notable post-WWE projects. The update also noted that people in the industry believe Corbin is either already signed with WWE or is expected to do so very soon. Okay.
That's a big difference.
Fightful saying that
not really though. Not really though. Not if you think about it. Not if you don't think about it.
It's like
hard.
Dead, not dead. Nicole Bass. It is a big difference. So basically, Fightful is saying he has finished up his projects. Okay. Well, Baron Corbin takes to Twitter and says, "I accepted 8 shows in Europe. My eye is still swollen from Australia. I also didn't know I was done with some of these companies. Whoever's making my schedule needs to let me know this shit. I thought it was me, but apparently it's not."
Wow.
Telling. That's telling.
Fuck him up.
Yep.
I'll score that one for B-Rab.
B-Rab?
Mm-hmm.
What's the Rab?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
This next one's from Rope Break, new on the scene, as I said.
Holy shit! You got like all new websites to check out.
This is wild.
It's
You
bad.
hate the split because it means more work.
Dude, it's horrible. It's horrible. Guys, how about that Saturday night's main event opener? Huh?
The Goyle match?
Well, according to Rope Break, the opening match for tonight's show will see Penta defend the Intercontinental Championship against Ethan Page.
Psych!
Whoa, that didn't happen.
That was the third match on the show, actually.
Opening of the middle.
No, it wasn't the opening middle, it just was the middle.
Okay, well, that's your way of turning a phrase, but not mine.
You guys ready for the coup de grace?
Please.
It's from Rope Break again.
God damn it. God damn it. I'm going to have to learn new names and shit.
Guys, how about that Saturday night's main event?
Oh.
What's
This
the
one
shoot
should have
profit?
kind of easy
Allow
to
myself to introduce myself.
Oh, that's a good reference.
According to
I
Rope
get it.
Break, according to Rope Break, the closing match for tonight's event will feature Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss taking on Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Michin.
Wait a second.
Ooh, it was actually the opening match. We were looking for
I was
opening.
gonna say-
That's not even close. This is the furthest
That's
away you
as
can be
far
from
away
it. Yeah.
as you could be from being right.
Well, what
The
happened
only
was
way it could be more wrong is if the matches didn't even happen.
Well, didn't they report that the other match, like that, there was going to be a different opening match? Obviously, Mike, what are the words I'm going to say? Plans changed, my friend. They heard that Body Slam footnote. What is
Nope.
this one called?
Rope Break.
Rope break. Rope break foothold. Right? They fucking got it, dude. They got him. They scooped him, and they said we got to change it. We can't be made to look like fools.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Triple H has been known to fucking lie to the dirt sheets. You know this.
If he does, I love it.
I've heard the rumors.
Kamashi? Fergal Diamond?
Fergal Davitt.
Who?
Ooh. That's still to this. That's one of the only times we ever gave true effort. Was we found that audio and we literally cut it ourselves to make sure we had that fucking moment. Write that down. We're talking about that for 50th anniversary.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I guess it's time for emails, Mike.
No, we didn't get none.
He ain't got
No.
none.
Fantasy.
Fantasy then, yeah.
We don't got none.
By the way.
We don't got none.
Ooh, wow, fantasy standings time. Am I still in first? I'm concerned.
We'll see.
You are so happy I'm not in first. Fuck you, man.
In last place, 10th with negative 37.5. Skeeter.
Good.
That's
Phony baloney friends.
Skeeter, he was in Japan. He had a trip to Japan.
Your American penis is so big. My Japanese
this
penis is so small.
This is
Fuck
incredible.
up so many levels.
Well, that's South Park. I'm just quoting South Park.
He said he had an amazing time, though. Love you, Skeeter.
bet.
You're doing really bad in fantasy, though. In 9th with 0, George Cruz.
Wow. That's the amount of text he's been sending us lately.
I texted him to ask about Wrestling Society DX. He did not respond to me. Is that because of you guys?
No.
We didn't do
because of
anything.
him. It's him.
We were
not
trying
us.
to text with him during the AEW pay-per-view, and he just ignored us.
He refused.
Hmm.
We thought we'd all
definitely
watch
did.
together, and then
You definitely
we
did
not.
something to him. I'm sorry
do
for
anything.
whatever.
We didn't do
how they-
anything.
I'm sorry they hurt you, George.
We didn't do
Keep the
anything.
shirts coming.
In 8th with 5, Mongo.
Mongo, he needs a win right now. I might
Positives.
give him. There you
Positive.
go. It's positive. We're saying positive for Mongo.
In 7th with 15, Dante Yeager, D-Dav-Shmi.
Damn Shmee. Very hard to say.
Tied for 5th with 30, Tyler Walsh and Big Money Mike.
Oh.
Top
Tyler-
5, pretty good.
I will say this: Tyler Walsh doesn't even watch wrestling anymore, and I just want that on the record right now. With when you watch it you watch it more religiously than anyone I've ever met in my life, and he's tied with you. So there you go.
You watch it as religiously as I do, and you've won like twice in the history of this thing. Well,
That's not true.
you know,
4-time champion, by the way. 4-time
Ring
champion.
Rust 15th anniversary show. We'll find out how many times you really have won.
Four times. I already found. I'm telling you right now, 4 fucking times, and it's about to be 5. Keep it up.
43 seasons, by the way.
Yeah.
In 4th with 50, BG.
He's falling off. He was. What was that noise? He almost really fell or hurt, stubbed his toe kicking a wall or something.
It was
He
like
made the
I'm
crack.
so-
He made the
I'm
crack
mad at
bigger.
that team.
Is that crack still there? Tell the truth.
No, they super fixed it.
It got cocked.
You are so full of shit, dude.
They cocked it.
Since Simmons' injury, her crate is over there.
Oh, so hiding the crack.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's as good as anything.
So it is still there. So you
No,
admit you
I
lied.
told you that he fixed it, but like
No.
where that spot was.
So it's just spackle, big thing of spackle, and they're like that. You already paid $7,500 for the studio, so.
I don't say that. That'd be insane.
Yeah, sure. You're like, I only paid $55. Shut up.
Nope.
High for second was 65. Chris Jeter and Reggie Gill.
Oh.
What an ugly second
Two great
place.
people.
Holy shit.
Much
That's a
better
makeout
the guy
session
in
I wouldn't
first
know.
was 75, Donald
Let's
Wood.
go.
Wow.
He's holding on. When is this?
You know who
through?
might be taking that L on Sunday, brother?
Probably me.
Obafemi.
Well, that's all you know.
Cargill definitely is.
That's a minus 15. Oh my God, he might
Yeah, it's
be
okay.
hit with a minus 30.
I gotta tell you.
Yikes.
I'll bounce back. And this is through SummerSlam?
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
I'll
take it. Look.
Tiffany has more wins than I thought she would.
Well, it's because she just keeps having like random ass matches.
I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Oh, no one did. I also thought the Obafemi challenge would last a lot.
Did.
I thought the fucking Obafemi challenge would last a little longer. So it is what it is.
Seriously.
It is what it is.
Well, that's our show.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, listen.
Great show.
Yeah, we do great. Thanks for the emails, guys. We appreciate you. ringroastradio@gmail.com. If you want to send an email in, we'll gladly do them. Nobody sends them anymore. And it's just, send them the fuck in. Pussy.
Whoa.
Bye.
I mean, or something nicer.
It's out here at WrestleMania, man. We're out hustling, selling tickets, getting ready for the big deal this weekend. Tonight we got the Hall of Fame and everything, so it's great.
Absolutely, I love it. I wanted to ask you a little bit, about your background with Hulk Hogan, because obviously we're here to talk about his upcoming documentary on Netflix.
Great.
Most wrestling fans of the 80s and 90s, I think, were probably first introduced to you and Hulk as kind of on-screen rivals. But I'd love to know the background of how, when and how you first built up your relationship and became friends off the screen.
Yeah. Well, what happened? When I was in Memphis, Tennessee, I had a music group back in the day called the Gentries. We toured with Dick Clark and the Beach Boys in Chicago and all them for years. And so I went to school with a guy named Jerry the King Lawler. So Jerry Lawler was a big deal in wrestling back then. So one day Jerry Lawler invited me down to the Coliseum to see some of the matches. So I went down there before I went on the road with Dick Clark one night, and he goes, Jimmy, come out here. Look at this big guy in the ring. And it was a big guy in the ring, but he went by the name of Terry Boulder back then. He had blonde hair, and he was bigger than life. And he goes, what do you think of that guy? And I went, oh, my God, he looks great. I bet he's going to draw a lot of money in this business. Lawler goes, trust me, Jimmy, he'll never make a dime in this business. Now, Lawler, to this day, he goes, I never said it. I said, yes, you did, King. But that's the first time I got to meet Hulk Hogan back then, which was Terry Boulder. And then, of course, then when I got in the business 6 years later, and I shot a big angle with Jerry the King Lawler, one of the people we brought in that I was going to manage that night was Hulk Hogan, of course, and we became friends ever since then.
You sort of answered one of my questions a little bit there. Obviously after Hulk goes to WWE, he wins the championship in 1984, beating Iron Sheik. As you mentioned, you knew him, worked with him before that. Well, when would you say was, the first time you really knew that he was going to be a huge star in pro wrestling?
Well, I'll tell you, when I was in Memphis, I just thought I didn't really think about it too much, but I thought he had everything it took. He had the look, he had the talk, he had the size, he had the ability in the ring. But then when we went to New York, I followed him up to New York a little later. Of course, I managed all the bad guys back then, and because everybody loved Hulk. And when I first came up there, Hulk remembered me from Memphis, and he goes, oh, did you come in to manage me? And I said, no, I'm managing King Kong Bundy and Neidhart and all the guys up there. I said, we'll be fighting you guys. He goes, okay, that's good too. But then we became friends outside the business, really close. So we'd do stuff together. But I just knew I could see after WrestleMania, I could see the momentum. I mean, WrestleMania was so special. I was on the first WrestleMania with him. I managed Greg Valentine against against the Junkyard Dog. And then I had King Kong Bundy against SD Jones. And of course, the big main event was, of course, Mr. T and Hulk. And and of course Piper and Orndorff and Cowboy Bob Horton and all them. But when that was over with, because of MTV coming in to help us and all the celebrities that were there, from Billy Martin to Liberace to Muhammad Ali, it just took off from there. And of course, Hulk was on fire then. The whole world got a chance to see him, because even back then, a lot of people thought it wouldn't work because the pay-per-views were in movie theaters back then. So a lot of the old timers thought, Vince, man, nobody's going to go to a movie house to see wrestling, but boy, they did.
After years of going up against each other in WWE, you finally become Hulk's on-screen manager in 1993, and then you guys go to WCW and you remain in that role initially. I was wondering, what was more enjoyable for you? Was it going against Hulk or being aligned with him on screen?
Well, that's a great question right there. You know what? It was fun being a heel, a bad guy. You know, I love that. But Hulk, when he used to hit me with those chairs, oh my gosh, let me tell you what. So I was kind of glad then I got to join him. But we had a good run both ways of going against him and, of course, being with him, too. But I love being with him a lot, too, because we spent a lot of time in and out of the ring together, too, on the road and everything, and a lot of different of his business projects, too, that we did. So that was special, too.
Hulk's always going to be synonymous with the red and yellow, with Hulkamania. But it's undeniable he changed the business when he turned heel, formed the NWO and WCW. Given your friendship, I'm curious if you can recall any interesting conversations that you might have had with Hulk leading up to his decision to finally make that turn and to form the NWO.
Well, you know what happened? You can't go wrong with the red and yellow McDonald colors, with Hulk. Mm-hmm. But he decided to jump over to the NWO. We talked about it. He goes, what do you think? And I said, well, look, the old saying, if you do what you've always done, you're going to have what you've always had. So if the menu and the restaurant's doing good, keep it up. If not, you better change the menu. The same thing in wrestling. So we knew our sales and T-shirts were going down a little bit. The ratings were going down a little bit. So we knew it was time for a change. So it was easy for him to do that. But it worked out great, too, because from WWE, we had two major superstars coming over to join him, which was Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Mm-hmm. And so just something that really worked out. Man, the chemistry is just great. And, of course, we went up against somebody that people love, which was Randy Savage when he turned on him. So everything just worked out beautifully back then. And then, of course, the NWO got so strong. Matter of fact, at WrestleMania this week, which we're doing, of course, this week, you'll see probably a ton of NWO T-shirts in the audience.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously Hulk's, star power was undeniable, but given that he was, the hero for so many years and it worked so well, did you or he have any reservations or any doubts that was going to work to the level that it did, the heel turn?
Well, you know what? The wrestling business is funny. Sometimes you gotta not worry about it and just let it go, and the fans will let you know if they like it or not. But we kind of thought, well, here we go, Jimmy Hart. This could be the end of the Hulkamania. And I went, well, hey, if it is, we've had a great ride, baby. He said, well, don't worry, we'll find something else to do. I said, we will. And so, but it just clicked, man, from the first night on. The fans really got into it. Unfortunately, it ended up like Hulk, though. People loved it so much. They loved the NWO so much. And we had so many different characters coming into the NWO, it almost killed itself because we had too many people,
Right. Yep. Hulk Hogan, Real American, it's going to highlight so many of the biggest moments in Hulk's career. Given your unique perspective as his friend and his coworker for so many years, is there anything specific from his career that stands out as maybe your favorite thing he did or your favorite moment that he was involved with over the years?
Well, a lot of things people don't know about behind the scenes when we do the Make-A-Wishes. Mm-hmm. Hulk would go out and do the Make-A-Wishes. He'd get on his hands and knees and talk to whoever it might be, and he'd rub the little boy's arms or whatever and go, give me some strength tonight because I've got to go in the ring and fight the big bad guy, the big bad Sheik or whoever it might be. But then as soon as we got through and said goodbye to him, we'd go in the back. Hulk would go, Jimmy, get me the tissues, because he'd cry like a baby back then, because he realized sometimes when we go back to the same area, some of the little kids he talked to might not be around, and that really bothered him tremendously. And he had to do that before he'd go out for the main event. So, but those things are, but everything was special though. It was just so much stuff behind the scenes we did together, and some of the matches. WrestleMania 3 was unbelievable because that kind of turned the tide in professional wrestling, because nobody had ever drawn over 90,000 people like that before, And I was telling somebody the other day, we had a lot of pressure on WrestleMania 3 because the Pope was going to be at the Silverdome a week before. Then the Rolling Stones were coming in. So everybody goes, well, wrestling ain't going to draw. But Hulk asked me, what do you think? And I said, well, Hulker, I think we might outdraw the Pope, but I don't think we're going to outdraw the Rolling Stones. He said, Jimmy Hart, you got to have faith, baby. And I said, yeah, you're right. And you know what? We did. We had almost 93 or 4,000 people, so we outdrew both of them. So it turned out great.
Yeah, a really special aspect of Hulk Hogan Real American is that it's going to feature, numerous clips from the last interview Hulk did before he passed. Is there anything specific that you really hope that fans can take away from that interview?
Well, you know what? I think just look at it the way it really is. You'll see some of the early footage. We got a chance to preview one of the shows last night, here at WrestleMania this year. And so we were looking at it, and I was just looking at all the early footage, and I was just looking about how we all looked back then. And some of it was black and white footage, but everybody was so happy, had such a great time together on the boats and playing games, and just everything was so special, some of the early matches. And then, how it evolved into it, a lot of the tragedy that all his back surgeries and stuff that he went through, and it shows how much pain he was really in. But when it came to being in front of the people, buddy, he put that cane down and went right out there in front of him. Jimmy, let me put my hand on your shoulder. Okay, Hulkster, whatever, baby, and he didn't want the fans to see that. But to the end, he was he loved the fans, and he loved professional wrestling. That's the main thing. That's what he loved more than anything.
Hulk's obviously not only the most famous wrestler of all time, but he's probably one of the most famous people in general. So there's already so much known about him and his life, obviously. But when this documentary comes out, what are you excited for fans to learn about Hulk that they might not have known about him before?
That he's just a regular human being. He's like everybody, He bleeds like everybody else. He cries like everybody else. And things hurt him. Things are sensitive. And he can be happy at times, too, The reason our relationship lasted so long, I never borrowed money from him, and I always told him the truth. If he asked me about something, even though I'd put a little bit of sugar on it, you know what I mean? But we had a great run together, and like I said, we miss him tremendously, and especially when the fans come up to me now, like today coming over here, we're at WrestleMania week, and coming over, I had 3 or 4 people go, Jimmy, I'm so sorry about your loss. When they say that, it still makes me think of the Hulkster, So, it's like the old saying, hey, it's hard to kill a memory. So Hulk's memory will always be strong with me.
Before I let you go, Jimmy, as you mentioned, it's WrestleMania weekend, a huge spectacle in the wrestling business. As somebody that was there for the first one, as you mentioned, how do you compare it to what it's become today? And could you have ever imagined that it would become what it is?
When I got called from Memphis, Tennessee to go up to New York, I didn't know what was happening. I thought this might last 1 week, it might last 1 year or whatever, but I knew I had to take that chance. Mm-hmm. So when I got up there, it was like, this is awesome because we're Madison Square Garden. It was still big. But the way that this thing's involved now is unbelievable. I mean, now you've got catering 24/7. You've got the makeup artists, the ladies that wrestle, and the guys too. You'll see, they've got 4 or 5 people that do the clothes for them and everything. It's so big. You got 12 or 15 semi trucks bringing the equipment in. You got buses. You've got so much. It's bigger than the Rolling Stones tour. Somebody asked me about that. I said, they don't have that many buses, but it's just grown so much worldwide too, especially since TKO's jumped in. And they've done such a great job with it, too, because, they're big in UFC and everything, but they're big in the wrestling business now, too. So it's worldwide, baby.
Jimmy, thank you so much. It was an honor to get to talk to you. I appreciate your time so much, and I hope you have a great weekend and really enjoy it.
Well, we love you. Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
You so much.
Bye-bye.